I'm sorry, but I'm not into anyone's games. Having said that, you prepare to run to where the stairs are located. There will surely be an exit nearby. When you try to run, you realize that something is wrong. It's like you're running on an invisible treadmill.
I'm in danger!
Oh, hi! Oh dear, oh no. Oh no, oh dear. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir de Vide, and today I want to play a game called To Eat a God. In the garden, there are 7 symbols to which we must worship. Each one represents a concept linked to the creation of the garden.
Okay.
The symbols are entities generated by the Creator to maintain the order and functioning of the garden. All beings born under the command of the garden have a limited connection with a representative symbol, depending on the day they were born.
I hope you're not expecting me to remember all this, sir and/or madam.
No one is born on Sundays. Sundays are a sacred day. It is said that the symbols choose 6 people after the candle festival to consume them.
Ooh.
Cool. In the hope that one of them is the reincarnation of the Creator.
Oh. Well, golly gee, I hope I'm not the one who's going to get eaten today.
Your character's past doesn't matter. It's just another body for you to take. Something you're already used to, I guess. Welcome to the garden, a place used as a test. A disposable place after finishing playing it. The game is simple. You must not let the other characters find out that your puppet is connected to you. Uh-oh. Your puppet will be sent as a gift for the symbols, and you should act as if you belong there. Please don't do anything that is outside of what is stipulated. Even if you are given the opportunity, don't do it. You feel like you fall on a hard surface, which scrapes your knees. It's a sharp knock, which makes a strange echo in the place. You can hear the sound of silverware being scraped on a plate. And then, dead silence. Something is wrong. Open your eyes, keep them closed. Well, I'm curious. Let's open those eyes up. Oh. You look where you have fallen and realize that you're on a table. You fell right on a cake, causing your entire hand and part of your knee to be stained with chocolate. Hey! The voice was heard behind you. Reflexively, you turn your body and head to see who it is. No, I sampled that cake that I just smushed.
Oh. Hello there.
Is this your cake? In front of you is a man who looks back at you in amazement, and before you can ask what's going on, he interrupts you. You shouldn't be here. You're right, I probably shouldn't be knee-deep in your cake.
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh no! You have got to be kidding me. I can't believe the distribution mechanism has broken down again. I have to do everything myself. There is no one here who is responsible enough to check it if everything is in order. You feel like invisible hands grab your body and plunge you into a void.
No, wait! Let me get some more of that cake!
Little by little, you sink into a dark void that envelops you. The sensation is strange. Warmly strange. What the heck? There's no information about you. This can't be possible.
First time for everything.
Try to escape? Or ask what is happening? Hey, guy, what's up? What's going on? What's happening? I can't see the connection with your symbol. Apparently, you are not a subject. Pardon me, I was wrong. Welcome, I've been waiting for you. Mother said she will send them a new toy. The word toy doesn't sound right. You feel a small tingle of discomfort at the strangeness of the situation. But remember that you have to put on a good face. Act natural.
Yes, I totally belong here. I'm totally gonna be your new toy.
Like, you really belong here. After what happened with the last one, I really hope you last longer. You really don't want to know what happened to the last one.
No, I do want to know what happened to the last one.
My name is Nulla, owner of the Void. Nice to meet you. Before we leave, I need your name. What's your name?
Escribe tu nombre. This game was originally made in Espanol, and thus English is not this person's first language, so please mind that. I am espoir. It means hope in French. I'm espoir. I'm totally not a puppet connected to a living being. I totally belong here. Please don't be suspicious of me.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Welcome to the Void, Espoir.
My name is Espoir du Vide. Espoir of the Void. And I'm in the Void. And I am Espoir. It's like pottery, it rhymes.
Nulla extends his hand to you to squeeze it tightly. In greeting, despite the seconds passing, he doesn't let go. You feel how his gaze devours your soul.
I mean, I don't mind.
It seems like he was looking for something.
Keep my gaze or look away? I'm gonna look away because, I have to remain not suspicious. And he might see something if I don't look away.
You look away. You can't stand the way Nulla's eyes make holes in your head. Your eyes travel to where your hands still connect. You are the first to let go of your hand, causing Nulla to snicker. I guess Mother gave you life and didn't explain anything to you. How negligent of her. Today you will attend at the hotel. You will serve as a waiter in the dining room. Today some symbols will come, 'cause they have a meeting at my hotel. If you serve them well, maybe they will take you on as an apprentice. But now you're just a toy, so be careful.
What am I supposed to be hiding to make them not suspicious of again? I forgot.
The entity that calls himself Nulla touches your forehead, and you feel again how invisible hands grab your limbs and push you down, and the ground swallows you in total blackness. Don't be scared. We will soon reach our destination. Despite not seeing anything, you can feel like you're floating in the void. Out of nowhere, a strange pressure is exerted on your body, causing you to feel like you're falling. And sure enough, you fall on your hands onto a cold floor.
Nulla, there's gotta be a better way you can transport me, dude.
You look around, and the place has changed. You no longer find yourself in the same kitchen as before. Now it's a larger one, similar to the kitchens that are in restaurants. We have arrived. You look up to find Nulla, who is standing next to you. But he doesn't look at you. Beyond, near the knives, there's a strange-looking person. Nulla looks at him. Hey, Fames! Or is it Fames?
Ah!
The funny-looking man jumps when he hears Nulla. When you look more closely, you realize that he's wearing a mask that prevents you from seeing his features.
I was noticing the gigantic knife in his hand.
Mr. Nulla, I thought you wouldn't come today. He doesn't sound very happy with Nulla's arrival.
Yeah, seeing as how he's brandishing a huge knife.
I had a little problem. Does it have to do with the smelly creature next to you?
Hey.
Smelly? You tilt your head slightly to verify his statement, finding that you don't even smell like anything at all. Something like that. Mr. Nulla. That thing smells like a human.
No, I don't.
I have to return them to the warehouse. You should check your senses, Fames. It's breaking down.
This is the new toy that Mother has sent to entertain the symbols. But the last one was broken by Quinque.
Ooh.
That was because Quinque is an animal. He doesn't take care of his things. That's why you banned him from the hotel.
In a way, you feel like you're the third wheel in the conversation. It's not like you have much to contribute either.
Anyway, I have faith in this creation. There's something different. They feel different from the others. The only difference is that it reeks of human. Maybe they will like that.
Fame leaves to go and search for a plate. When he returns, you can appreciate what's there. Nulla does the same from his side. Ah, it's meat.
Nulla looks at Fames with a smug face. If you let them attend to the symbols, you might save one of your employees from losing their lives. Lately, the symbols have been very displeased.
Yeah, sure. Yay, I'm a sacrifice.
Okay, you win. Now, please stop interrupting my work.
Nulla detaches himself from Fames and begins to walk towards the door that appears to be the exit from the kitchen.
I'll see you later. You're in charge of Fames.
Goodbye. Nulla, wait! Don't leave me here with the knife man!
What an idiot. Well, I need you to attend to the symbols that will arrive shortly. Meanwhile, prepare the table for them.
You got it, boss. I can do that. I love preparing tables. Fames shows you the table where the symbols will come and explains that they are away from the normal public because they have important topics to discuss amongst themselves. Fames has also instructed you that the food must be placed on the table before they arrive. Now, you find yourself without supervision. Escape from the place or do what they ask. Let's play along. You shouldn't risk escaping. It's better to do what they asked for and act normally. As normally as the situation can be. You set the table very carefully. From time to time, Fames passes by to inspect how you're doing. Once he considers that you have finished setting the table, he calls you to the kitchen. He explains that you have to put the starter dishes, and then you will have to wait for the symbols to arrive. While Fames prepares the dishes, he tells you that only 5 symbols are coming today. Each one has an intimidating aura, and all are very prone to responding immeasurably to his workers if they don't like something.
Ooh.
Especially Unum. He has those 2 eyes that follow you everywhere.
Ooh.
I heard that those eyes were taken from Quator, in a fight.
Ooh.
I hate that brat.
Once Fames finishes preparing the starters, he leaves them on the counter and reluctantly wishes you good luck.
Are these like angelic Karens?
There are 5 dishes, but due to your lack of extra hands, you only take 2. 1 plate on each side. So far this isn't so bad. You walk the same route you have been doing, but as you approach the table, you see that something is not right. It's not empty.
Ah! Hey, fellas!
From the shock, you almost dropped your plates. There are 2 people sitting comfortably at the table that are supposed to be for the symbols. They look at you. The blonde with the ridiculous crown looks at you expectantly, while the redhead smiles at you from ear to ear.
They're kinda cute, though.
Its teeth reminds you of a shark. Oh no, he's meeting some of my standards. There's a moment when neither of you takes the initiative or reacts, but the 2 don't seem nervous. It seems like they're waiting for your reaction so they can continue with their things.
Introduce yourself as the player. No! That's not what I'm supposed to do.
No, not in this playthrough at least. Introduce yourself.
Good day to you, beings. I am Espoir du Vide, and I shall be your waiter, your server for the evening. Introduce yourself as the player right off the bat. Not yet. You suppose these must be the symbols that Nulla and Fames have been talking about. In a way, it is different for you to imagine that they could take the life of someone who works here. Well, they look pretty friendly. My dear puppet, did you not see the one guy's teeth? Without making them wait or taking a chance, you decide to present yourself. My name is Espoir. Today I will be assisting you. The redhead looks at the blonde with a toothy smile, but the blonde only looks at you. It kind of makes you feel nervous in your stomach. Hey, Septem. Isn't this Mother's gift to us? It's similar to the previous one, but better. The eyes. They have something in them. Indeed. They have something captivating about them. What nice young men. You don't know how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table, and you realize that Nulla is watching you with an intense gaze. Why? Can I be the first to use them? We must wait for the others. They said they would be late because Quinque was throwing a tantrum. We have to wait at least an hour. There is an awkward silence before the blonde breaks it. Between you and Quinque, I don't know who is worse. The redhead narrows his eyes, looking at the blonde with anger, but he doesn't say or refute anything. Instead, he chooses to look at you, and crossing his arms, he says, We can make the most of our time and start, so when the others arrive, we'll be ready. Besides, I never get the essence, only trashy parts. What would I gain if we started earlier? You always complain that they break it too quickly. Besides, the time you take when it's your turn is eternal. Quator said it's because you like to talk to the gift before devouring its essence. You're strange. That's none of your business. You wouldn't understand anyway. Boys, please. I know. How about we make the most of our time and do that thing you do with the gift? I don't like where this is going. What's that smile for, friend? To talk? Talk to the gift? We would have to seal the table. Call Nulla to do it. Nulla. In the blink of an eye, Nulla materializes next to you, with his gaze fixed on the blonde. His Holiness, Septem. The tone used by Nulla for the blonde, Septem, is a totally surly one, as if he had an aversion to just naming the blonde's title. Need something else? I want you to seal the table for a while. Hey, but I don't want you to hear what I talk about with the gift. I want privacy. And what do you propose? You could let the gift choose. What? You assume they're talking about you. You look directly into Nulla's eyes and feel how he stares at you, implicitly commanding you not to refuse. I feel like I have been put into a situation that I don't think I'm gonna like being in. Oh, we never have done this before. It sounds interesting. Well, who will you choose? El pelirrojo? El pelirrojo? Who is el pelirrojo? I do not know who el pelirrojo is. I just like saying el pelirrojo. Oh, pelirrojo. We don't know his name yet, so he is just the redhead. Teeny bit of Espanol. As much as I like Septem, I do kind of like the redhead. He's kind of cute. I like his teeth. I think I'm starting to have a thing for shark-teethed redheads. Well, you did well. Did I? Now comes the hard part. If you want to survive by the time the meeting starts, You must get yourself accepted as an apprentice.
Why are the words shaking a little bit?
Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. So I just gotta get them to like me so that they don't eat my puppet and then find that I'm a player, then reach to the screen. I almost forgot to tell you my name. The name's Unum.
Oh, what's up, Unum? Nice to meet you.
Nulla puede ser la mesa ahora.
Huh?
I don't know what that says, but I know he's telling Nulla to do something. In a matter of seconds, you stop seeing Septem and Nulla, leaving only Unum at the table. He gestures to you, indicating that you can take a seat in front of him. You should think a little about it. Should I? Let's see. Don't sit and escape. That's not gonna work. Ask for what he wants. Obey and sit down. Let's have a nice, friendly conversation while boss music is playing. Okay, you don't really want to die. Call it instinct or whatever, but you're not going to sit idly by and wait for your end to come. And if licking this clown's boots will give you the chance to get out, then you'll take it. You could be in a worse situation, so sitting for a while wouldn't hurt. After all, your legs hurt a little from walking around so much. You sit down in front of Unum, who smiles at you from ear to ear, happy that you listened to him without much complaint. When you settle on the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to do or say. So you have 3 options. Flirt aggressively. Wait for him to break the ice, beg for your life, or start yapping. I'm not supposed to have loose lips, so I better wait for him to break the ice. You think it's the safest thing to do, to wait for him to start the conversation. But you're afraid he won't like this. Although you can't think of what to say anyway, so you accept your fate, whatever it may be. What? Wait, what? In the process of elaboration, you'll have to wait a bit to have this date. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. What if I beg for my life? I don't know if that'll work. You decide that begging for your life like a gosh darn worm is the right thing to do. 'Cause you really don't know what else to do, and well, the shame has disappeared since you agreed to download this game. Why you gotta call me out like this? To add more drama to your plea, you put your hands together and make a face like an abandoned puppy. Please don't let them eat me. I don't taste good even though I'm rather juicy. I will do anything. Dang, you call that a plea? 10 out of 10. Or is that a negative 10 out of 10? Apparently, he found it funny, and so far you don't have any broken limbs. Wait, that's a thing that can occur? A small victory for you. In that, Unum takes his sweet time to respond. You honestly believe he does it on purpose. Because the mother fluffer begins to slowly cut the piece of meat that you had brought. And ever so slowly, he takes it into his mouth. Anything? Uh-oh. Yes? Be my test subject. Okay. I don't think I'm getting out of that alive. In the process of elaboration, you'll have to wait a bit to have this date. What if I ask for what he wants? I don't know, is that rude? What do you want? Just talk and test a theory, and maybe find out if what Quator says about the gifts is true. What thing? Quator says that they are the combination of the 6 people chosen at the Candle Festival. You doubt Quator is right, but if they are, your puppet would be an amalgamation of different people. Like ground beef. Uh-oh. I don't like that metaphor. Just thinking about it makes you sick. Well, sit down. We don't have all day. You could be in a worse situation, so sitting for a while wouldn't hurt. After all, your legs hurt a little from walking around so much. Alright, what if I start yapping? What if I let my loose lips loose? Without giving the matter any further thought, you decide to start yapping about your new hyperfixation.
So the game is like a mix of Pokemon and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And when you start out, you're basically just wearing nothing but rags, so you gotta like gather stones and sticks, and there's pals all over the place, but you can't really catch them because you gotta make pal balls. But to get pal balls, you need these blue like crystal things. But sometimes you'll find pal balls like out in the grass, out in the wild and stuff.
1 hour later.
The only weapon you might have is either a torch or like a club, and you gotta whap them on the head to make them weak. And hopefully you haven't messed with your settings enough that you kill them. But you should actually start by messing with your settings before you start a new game, and like make the experience so you get more experience faster, because it takes a really long time to get experience, and you need experience to unlock new stuff that you can unlock it.
2 hours later.
Eventually you get like a huge flipping gun. It's really cool. But first you gotta start with the little pals. So there's like chickens and lambs and cats. And you whack them upside the head and you throw the pal ball at them. And it's like how Pokemon works, where they kind of jiggle a little bit, but this has like a percentage of if you're gonna catch them or not.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
I'd be dead at this point, wouldn't I be? You tell him, without much shame, since you decided to leave that when you agreed to download this game. Again, why you gotta call me out like this? From the most minuscule and far-fetched info, to the most disturbing and spicy ones. Oh. You talk so much without even realizing it, like if you were talking to a friend who shares your strange tastes. But so far, you don't dare look at his reaction. There comes a point where you talk so much that you think your tongue is going to get tangled. That's when you decide to take a breath and shut your mouth. In fear, you look up to see Unum's reaction. He wants to play Pal World now! He looks at you with his mouth open, almost fascinated. Realizing your silence, he speaks. Come on, Espoir, continue. You didn't expect that reaction, but that means you're doing it right. And maybe you'll end up turning Unum into just another fan of your hyperfixation. Well, Unum, my little pudding pop, Pal World happens to be multiplayer. If you haven't already done so. Heh, doesn't sound bad at all. Yeah, I'm gonna play Pal World with El Pelirrojo. In the process of elaboration, you'll have to wait a bit to have this date. I enjoy this so far. Okay, we've had a fun time with El Pelirrojo. I still like to saying El Pelirrojo. What about Septem? How's Septem doing? Well, you did well. Now comes the hard part. If you want to survive by the time the meeting begins, you must get yourself accepted as an apprentice. All right. Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. Okay. Nulla, you can seal the table now. In a matter of seconds, you stop seeing the redhead and Nulla, leaving you only with Septem at the table. A few seconds of silence pass. You assume that you should take the lead and start the conversation. If not, you fear that he will get bored and eat you. And you can't last that long standing like an idiot under Septem's judging gaze, which is a little scary. I kind of like how intimidating this guy is. You should think about it a little before making a decision. Wait until he speaks, sit in the chair without their permission, or escape. Wait until he speaks. He seems like a very commanding fellow. You don't want to risk moving any muscles, breathing, or speaking. Something in his eyes tells you that you should be careful. So now it seems like a staring contest because of how intense Septem's eyes are on you. First one to blink loses. And loser has to give the other a big, juicy kiss, and you have to pretend you like it. Oh no, I lost! 30 seconds pass while neither of you blinks, and you're already at the limit. Meld! If you keep this up, you're going to lose. And Mama don't make losers. 20 more seconds pass. You know because you're counting them, and yet Septem doesn't blink or say anything. What a shame. You accept your defeat, blinking urgently, which causes Septem to laugh. You can sit now. You sit across from Septem, who smiles at you, pleased that you listened to him without much complaint. When you settle on the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to do or say. So you have 3 options. I don't think he's gonna appreciate if I start yapping, but wait for him to break the ice. Save your game, and then wait for him to break the ice. You think it's the safest thing to do, wait for him to start the conversation. Having seen that Septem has serious control problems, you consider it to be the best option. Although you can't think of what to say anyway, so you accept your fate, whatever it may be. Alright, what if I beg for my life? You decide that begging for your life like a gosh darn worm is the right thing to do. 'Cause you really don't know what else to do, and well, the shame has disappeared since you agreed to download this game. To add more drama to your plea, you put your hands together and make the face of an abandoned puppy. Please don't let them eat me. You wanted to continue begging for your life, but Septem interrupts you with his hand. Lower your voice.
Please don't let them eat me.
I don't want to hear you scream for your life. Save them. If you entertain me, maybe I can let you live. You have no choice but to act as Septem's personal clown.
Okay.
Alright. What if I start yapping? Without giving the matter any further thought, you decide to start yapping about your new hyperfixation. You tell him without much shame, since you decided to leave that when you agreed to download this game, from the most minuscule and far-fetched info to the most disturbing and spicy ones. You talk so much without even realizing it, like if you were talking to a friend who shares your strange tastes. But so far, you don't dare to look at his reaction. He probably hates this. The aura that the environment transmits does not give a very good feeling, so you stop dead silence. And in terror, you look up to see Septem's reaction. This guy seems like the type that he would do nothing at all, and you'd still be terrified of him. The feeling of being judged by Septem is one of the worst sentences you could be given. You don't wish it on anyone. I must admit that I find the enthusiasm you show when speaking is adorable. But you should lower your voice and speak a little slower. He's right. You probably look like a rabid dog barking at a lamppost. The best thing you can do is apologize. Sorry. Don't worry. I'd love to keep listening. But we have other topics that I want to discuss.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, what if I sit in the chair without their permission? You decide to sit as if the place belonged to you, under Septem's surprised gaze. I'm sure he didn't expect that. You're always 2 steps ahead. Who gave you the permission to sit? You start to believe that it wasn't a very good idea. Yeah. The only rule here is to respect your senior ranks. And you have the audacity to disrespect me. You should thank me for even giving you my time and showing my presence to you. Worm.
Hey.
I have no choice but to punish this offense. I'm sure the others will understand.
What?
Eep. To your horror,
Septem begins to approach, quite close, although without having invading your personal space. Unable to run or advance further, you can only expect the worst. You are the worst gift so far. All I did was sit down. I had faith that you would be different, but it is not this sense. Septem grabs you by the collar and lifts you to his level. Hi! You try to let go, but it's in vain. You feel your chest being broken, an urging hand that searches your organs for something specific. When he finds it, you're already losing your sight. There's other ways to get my heart, dude. Bad end. Devoured by the 7th. Whoops. What if I try to escape? Like, bye! You're not going to lick this clown's boots. You have standards, darling. So that Septem guy can put his judging gaze in his booty cheeks. You're not here to be his personal clown. Yeah! This is gonna get us killed. Period. With a T. I'm gonna die. I'm sorry, but I'm not into anyone's games. Having said that, you prepare to run to where the stairs are located. There surely will be an exit nearby. When you try to run, you realize that something's wrong. Huh. You're not moving forward. It's like you're running on an invisible treadmill. Where do you think you're going? You're the first gift that dares to escape from me. If you were with Unum, he would surely be impressed. He would even congratulate you. But it's a shame you didn't choose him. Oh, I'll have to go back and do that. Boo-hoo. The only rule here is to respect your senior ranks. And you have the audacity to disrespect me. You should thank me for even giving you my time and showing my presence to you. Worm. Ah! I have no choice but to punish this offense. I'm sure the others will understand. Listen, buddy, can we talk about this? Oh yeah, I didn't try with Unum, don't sit and try to escape. You're not going to lick this clown's boots. You have standards, darling. So this Unum guy can take his strange fantasy and shove it up his delicious booty cheeks. You're not here to be his personal clown. Period. I'm sorry, but I'm not into anyone's games. Having said that, you prepare to run to where the stairs are located. There will surely be an exit nearby. When you try to run, you realize that something is wrong. It's like you're running on an invisible treadmill.
I'm in danger!
Did you really think you could escape from a sealed area? God, Mother makes her gifts sillier and sillier. I guess Mother didn't explain anything to you at all. Man, that's embarrassing. Release her creation to the butcher shop without even explaining anything to it. I wish you could see your face. Pathetic. I got excited. To your terror, Unum begins to approach, invading your personal space. Unable to run or advance further, you can only expect the worst. Oh, hi! With one hand, Unum grabs your wrist tightly and caresses your cheek with the other. I won't share you with anyone. Let Septem come up with an explanation. I don't plan to lose the essence. Oh no! You feel your chest being broken, an urging hand that searches your organs for something specific. Get out of my organs! When he finds it, you're already losing your sight. Hey, those are my personal organs. That might also be the ground beef of other organs. Devoured by the first. Oh, alright. So when I picked Septem, and when I picked El Pelirrojo, it said that was the good choice. So what if I picked Nulla? Nulla looks taken aback by your choice, but he quickly prepares to answer. Oops, sorry. I don't have permission to do that. Dang it! Alright, going all the way back to the beginning. What if I try to escape from Nulla when I land face first into his cake? Land face first into his cake. That sounds dirty. What if I try to escape? The instinct to flee and run kicks in, and taking advantage of the man's distraction, your legs start moving. Without waiting for the man to react, you run to the door in front of you. It's open. You reach what appears to be the main entrance. As you run, you feel that no one is chasing you. When you look back, you don't see the man behind you. That's never a good sign. You look ahead again, and the man appears in front of you, as if he had teleported. Dang it! I'm sorry. I can't let you leave the domain. You feel him push you against the ground and fall with him on top. Hi! His left hand travels to your neck, while the other is slowly placed on your heart. Without much effort, his hand goes through your ribcage, breaking bones and organs. My sweetmeats! No! Don't touch my sweetmeats! My sweetmeats! The last thing you see is how the man examines you closely. Your vision begins to blur. Bad end. Well, geez, Nulla. Alright, what if I keep my gaze and... Hold on, I better save, because that's probably could end up with me dying. What if I keep my gaze and look right at him? You are... Nulla's gaze turns blank for a second to be quickly replaced by eyes full of wonder. You're from... there. Uh-oh! Did I blow my cover before I even intended to blow my cover? You're not from here. Uh-oh. Explain or don't say anything? Or what if I try to keep some semblance of secrecy and don't say anything? You feel Nulla pull your hand, bringing your body closer to him. Instantly, his other hand begins to squeeze your neck, blocking the entry of air into your lungs. How dare you! I see you. Before your vision completely blurs, Nulla lets you go. So, this is nothing more than a puppet. I apologize for my behavior, but I didn't think I would be facing someone from the upper plane. Uh-oh. Ah! You are adorable. Hey! Stop breaking the borders of the computer! No! If I kill the puppet, maybe I can get you out of it. No! And I will be able to exit this loop. Don't move, please. It will only be a second. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should be doing that, Buster. Nulla doesn't let you speak. In a second, he has you in his arms again, and one of his hands rests on your chest. I will remove your essence. With that, I will be able to get you out of there. It won't hurt, at least for you, Espoir. But what about my poor puppet? I can't say the same for the puppet.
You feel how Nulla breaks your chest and begins to extract something that is inside. My sweet meats! It hurts so much. I'm sorry, little puppet. Your sight begins to blur. Hey, what's going on? No, 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 no! Up! It's not fair! Bad end? Okay, buddy. You want to come out of the confines of the game. What if I go, alright, come at me, bro? Oh, he just does it anyway. Dang it. Instead of setting the tables, what if I try to escape? Is Fame's gonna, throw a knife at me? You look everywhere, looking for traces of Nulla or Fame's. There's nothing but empty tables. Something in your stomach tells you that you shouldn't do it. A bad omen. The desire to free yourself and escape from here is stronger. You walk at a slow pace to not attract attention, pretending you're looking for something. The front door is closed, so you can't go out there. Instead, there's a staircase that leads down. Let's see, go downstairs, or go downstairs! How about we go downstairs? Decide to go down to inspect the place. Maybe there'll be an exit there. The place is dark, so you can barely see your feet. When you reach the end of the stairs, you find a door. Trying your luck, you touch the handle. The door opens without much effort. Oh! You're shocked to find that there are hanging bodies in this place. Oh! Without wanting to look anymore, you prepare to run from there, but a hard body prevents you. Ugh. Who gave you permission to come here? Ah! Is that a gun?
Man, where you get that from?
You get that? You're not doing what they asked of you. I won't risk my reputation or Mother's. Mother does not make failed creatures. And I can't stand incompetent apprentices either. Nulla points his gun at your forehead, and without a second thought, pulls the trigger. You can dump me into a void space. You can pick me up and toss me around, and the way you get rid of me is a flippin' blicky? I figured you could do something more creative. Fine. I'm insulted. Bad end. We got this angel's magic and stuff, and you pull out a pistol. What if I asked them to leave? How's that gonna go over? You can't let these people sit at a table that's already reserved for symbols. You look at them again, and they are definitely not the 5 diners that Fame's described. Steeling yourself, you clear your throat before speaking to make your request. I kindly ask you to leave this table. It's reserved for special people. The redhead looks at you strangely, as if he didn't expect that response from you. You have vision problems? I do, actually. I'm incredibly nearsighted. If I take off my glasses, you're just a red blob. Redhead asks you while looking at the blonde. Must be the surprise that Nulla had told us about. The blonde's voice resonates both around you and inside your head. A chill runs through your body. Ah, it's Mother's new gift! It is now that you realize that these must be some of the symbols. Oh, well, excuse me for my rudeness. Alright, the last choice I have to do. I don't know what's gonna happen from it. What if I introduce myself as the player? You know, the thing I'm not supposed to do? I know it may sound very strange, but I'm nothing more than a vessel that's linked to an entity from another plane. They control me, and right now they've just broken one of the rules that was initially told to them not to break. Why, I'm just doing it out of curiosity, me. And that's enough. If later some characters have problems, it will be your own fault. Let's continue. Huh? Unum. The blonde's voice resonates both around you and inside your head. So we're just gonna glance over that. A chill runs through your body. Don't laugh so loudly. I didn't remember they could make up such bizarre stories. Oh, you don't believe me? You don't know how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table, and you realize that Nulla is watching you with an intense gaze. Well, I think that's all I can do right now in this game to eat a god, and I really like it. I wasn't even supposed to be recording today. Today is not a recording day, but I saw one of my friends post about this game, and I was like, this looks really cool. Let me put on my shirt, my Ashton shirt, and do up my hair and record this real quick. And I was not disappointed. This is really fun. As always, there will be a link in the description to this game where you can play it yourself or follow the developer. And who do you like best, the blonde guy or the red-haired guy? Because I kind of like the red-haired guy. I'm starting to have a thing for redheads lately. Then again, Nulla is pretty cute too. If you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd liked, subscribed, or interacted in any way that is comfortable for you. If you'd like to support my channel, I have 2 Patreons. One is safe for work, one is not safe for work, and contains games that are too spicy for this channel. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.
The music is so scary. Why is it so scary? I don't like it.